Is climate change a friend or foe to different fungi? In this experiment, 4 different pieces of bread were used to assess mold growth in different weather conditions. Materials: bread to grow the mold on, plastic bags to seal the samples in, 5 milliliters of water for the wet sample, and a camera to document the experiment. Method: 4 pieces of white bread were taken from the same bag and left out to dry and collect mold right beside each other for 1 day. After 1 day, they were each put in a separate Ziploc bag. 5 milliliters of water was added to one of the samples, another was put in the fridge, one by a heater, and the control was left right beside the wet sample to sit at room temperature. Results: the control and both the cold and warm bread samples did not show any signs of growing mold. The wet sample, however, started growing mold on the 4th day of the experiment. All the mold was blue-green, telling us it was most likely penicillin. From the results, one can conclude that the biggest factor affecting mold growth would be the level of moisture. Mold and Human Health state that mold is found almost everywhere. The spores are usually dormant and they will not germinate unless they are in a moist environment with plenty of nutrients. We assume that because the other samples of bread were completely dry when they were sealed in Ziploc bags, this is why they did not grow any mold. This supports our theory that although temperature may have had an effect, we were not able to observe it. Therefore, in our experiment, moisture was the biggest factor. As other studies have proven, most mold cannot grow without a source of moisture, and it doesn't take much water for it to start growing.